Our next fight is going to be in the featherweight division. It's going to be a man from Barranquilla, Colombia, an unbeaten fighter by the name of Brandon Valdes, taking on Jose Eduardo Poom from Empalme, Sonora, Mexico. And I've had a chance to watch Brandon Valdes. I saw him fight at the Tijuana Auditorium. A very slick fighter, Kevin. A guy that really puts combinations together.
Yes.
Superbly conditioned, so I think he's going to be a treat to watch.
Yeah, this guy's very polished, and I know he's going to come in here just automatically thinking about a knockout tonight. So I don't think it'll be a long night, quite honestly.
Now, you get a guy like Jose Eduardo Poom. Okay, so he comes into this fight here. Obviously, he's the opponent on this thing, but what would you say to him, Chris, in this fight?
Well, obviously he's the opponent. 2 wins, 18 losses. He's a very tough guy. We've seen him before here on Best in Boxing in Boristeca Promotions, and he puts on a good show just by his toughness.
And again, that's the thing with the sport of boxing. You need opponents. On the part of Brandon Valdes, he is unbeaten, 11-0. He has been superb, and this is a nice little gesture. Jose Eduardo Poom shaking the hand of each judge, going over and introducing himself to it. So I guess you can never get enough people on your side,
Yeah.
so why not?
Exactly. In a close fight, they'll remember that handshake.
Jose Cobian is going to be our referee for this fight. These are featherweights, and it's going to be a 6-round fight in the featherweight division.
Damas y caballeros, nuestro siguiente combate se ha pactado a 6 rounds en la división de peso pluma. 6 rounds of boxing in the featherweight division. Presented by Boristeca Boxing Promotions and streaming around the world by BIB, the best in boxing. Your 3 judges scoring this bout in ringside. Sus 3 jueces: Carlos de la Rocha, Jesús González y Sergio Lechuga. And your referee in charge, su referee para ese combate, el internacional Jose Cobian. Introducing the fighter standing in the red corner, wearing white trunks with red trim. He officially weighs in at 126 pounds. En la esquina roja, vistiendo pantaloncillo blanco con rojo, con un peso de 126 libras. He stands with a record, a perfect one. 11 victories, no losses, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord invicto de 11 victorias, 0 derrotas y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Barranquilla, Colombia, Brandon Valdes. And his opponent across the ring is standing in the blue corner, wearing black and gold. He officially weighs in at 129 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina azul, vistiendo pantaloncillo negro con oro, con un peso de 129 libras. He stands with 21 professional bouts. Cuenta con 21 combates profesionales de Empalme, Sonora. Jose Eduardo Poom. And here is with the final instructions, con las indicaciones finales, su referee, Jose Cobian.
Referee Jose Cobian is going to be given the final instructions. Our classy ring announcer Pablo Flores doing the introduction. And we are ready. It's going to be a 6-round in the featherweight division. Your principals in the ring, they are Brandon Valdes. He has got on the white trunks with the red stripes along the side. Jose Eduardo Poom has got on the black trunks with gold, a gold belt and the gold stripes along the side. What you're going to see right off the bat as far as Brandon Valdes, you're going to see a very, very tight fighter. He snaps that punch and brings it right back. And then we're going to see a very well-prepared fighter, long amateur career, a solid fighter who's looking to do big things in the pay-for-hurt division. Now, Kevin, right off the bat, Jose Eduardo Poom, he is going to have to go ahead and bring the fight to Valdes.
Yeah, either that or try to run from the fight. I don't know. I mean, but either way, I mean, Valdes is already pitching a shutout.
And you know, Chris, that's one thing in Tijuana. You do not have Mexican fighters run from you. They are going to bring it.
Yeah, especially Jose Eduardo Poom. Like I said, we've seen him before, and this guy just comes at you. He's going to be there. He's tough.
And you see right there working down below and then coming right up on top. But you can hear that leather popping when he turns that. It's a nice snap of the wrist. Hooking off of that right hand with that left.
It would definitely benefit Valdes to go to the body like he just did, because Poom takes a good shot to the head. And there he goes again with that body shot.
And you might as well work on that body because that's a lot softer than the head.
Absolutely.
And Poom doing a nice job of closing that space here, Kevin, not really giving Valdes a lot of room to work.
Yes, absolutely. He's keeping him smothered, and Valdes just can't get his punches off in that manner.
Now I'm going to let you both answer this, and that is in boxing, and it's so important how you manage the space, right? So tell me about that, starting with you, Kevin. Talk about managing the space, getting in what I call this kill zone, which is where you're going to land that shot.
Yeah, and it depends upon who your opponent is and what their style is, and that determines what type of space you need. Obviously, for a aggressive smotherer, you want to keep distance from somebody like that. Use length, use jabs, straight right hands, so on and so forth. And obviously, for a boxer, you want to smother him like Poom is doing right now. So.
Now, Chris, you're always so good at managing that distance, and again, getting inside and creating punching angles for yourself when you got in close.
Well, what you need to do is sometimes you need to create that distance. Like in this case, Poom is all over Valdes, so Valdes can either just step to the side or take a quick step back and create that space so he's able to punch.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what he needs to do right now, create that space.
And he keeps throwing to that body. That's another body shot. I think Poom felt it right there.
You got the final seconds in round number 1. It is scheduled for 6. And round number 1 is in the books. Valdes and Poom, and that was actually a pretty good round for Poom. It'll be interesting to see how the referees see the fact that how he worked that particular round. How would you score it, Kevin?
I still would give it to Valdes. He landed the cleaner shots. He landed more shots. But like you said, Poom didn't do a bad job at all. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Poom didn't do a bad job, but to me, like you mentioned earlier, Kevin Ali, it is ineffective pressure.
Let's take a look at Brandon Valdes. Is being backed up by Jose Eduardo Poom.
Yeah. See, I think
See that body shot that I was talking about earlier, right in the middle? I think Poom felt it.
Yeah. Sometimes I think fighters like Valdes, they get a little too comfortable feeling like they have the fight, and in situations like that, they actually sometimes get hurt. So I would advise him not to stay on the ropes and just to use his distance and just put on a boxing clinic.
No, I thought this was a good seat that we had here to call the fight from, but then every time the fighters shake the water, we get it all.
Oh, yeah, we getting showered, man. That's crazy.
Round number 2, Brandon Valdes taking on Jose Eduardo Poom from City Empalme in Sonora.
I think they came out with a game plan for Valdes to actually be more aggressive because he came out moving forward and looks like he's holding his base a little more than last round.
Well, again, we talked about managing the space, and that's what Valdes is going to have to do. Keep his distance, give himself a chance to go ahead and extend as he throws that punch. And now you see him a lot sharper, especially the right hand.
Still in haymakers, too.
Yeah, and that was a good right hand right on the chin of Poom, but of course, that's what Chris said, that Poom can really take a shot.
Valdes is throwing some very sharp punches in this round.
Poom, the key is going to be what kind of physical shape he finds himself in. Because the way he came to fight this fight, and again, his limitations is he is going to take some shots. So let's see what kind of physical shape he's in.
Reminder, Benny, I mentioned his toughness, but I mean, Valdes could beat it out of him by keeping going to the body, like he's doing.
So that should be the focus for Valdes, to try to go ahead and work that body. And
Absolutely.
Good right hand, straight right hand, right on the chin. Another one, uppercut.
And that's the thing, because Poom is going to keep coming. Go ahead, hit him in the face. He's going to keep coming.
Yeah, he's just killing Poom with his accuracy right now. Like, these punches are landing, and it's definitely getting in Poom's mind. You can see him even being a little overly aggressive right now.
But you notice when he came out right in round number 2, right away, he really started going to work. And I think that was his corner, Kevin, urging him to go ahead and not mess around with this guy, but don't get comfortable. You got to throw that leather.
Yep, I agree. I agree.
Kind of like what you said, Kevin, for Valdes not to be on the ropes, you know, and he hasn't done it this round yet. You know, it looks bad. Even though nothing was happening to him, it looks bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, being on the ropes is almost a sign of retreat in a way, you know. So, especially for a fighter that's as polished as Valdes, he doesn't need to be on the rope at all.
Yeah, but even though nothing was happening, I'm just saying, like, to the judges, kind of to the general public, that's what it may look like, that he's in trouble.
Yeah, you get fighters like Jose Benavides Jr. who fights with his back to the ropes. And now 2 excellent shots landed right there by Brandon Valdes. And Poom is trying to go ahead and load up on his shots. And this is for Valdes. Kevin, this is where his experience is going to have to come in. He's got to turn him around and get him out of there.
Yeah, he's fighting a little. His angles. That's what we want to say. His angles aren't as sharp and as crispy and fluid as you know you would want for a good polished fighter.
Chris, if this was a street fight, I think I'd give it to Poom.
It's not a street fight, Benny.
I don't think you can wear him out.
No, Brandon Valdes, he started the round good. You know, actually, he started it great. You know, 2 minutes into it, he was boxing beautifully. In that last minute, he did go to the ropes. Maybe he did get fatigued, but if we're watching, nothing landed, right? Nothing landed.
And here we get an uppercut here by Brandon Valdes, and that was, he started with a right hand, then he came in with this uppercut. There's the right hand, and now watch the uppercut. There's the uppercut.
Half of it.
So it is round number 3 of the scheduled 6-rounder. Our 2 principals in the ring, Brandon Valdes in the white trunks, taking on Jose Eduardo.
Great straight right hand just now by Valdes. You know what I'm thinking now? I think that his corner is pushing for a knockout. I don't think they really want this fight to keep going the rounds. I think they want to knock him out.
Well, you see all of a sudden now Poom fighting in a very unorthodox style where
he turns
leading with the right hand and stepping with the right foot. Now, it would seem like Brandon Valdes, it would bode well for him to just work behind that jab.
Yeah.
Because the jab would set up his target.
Yeah. You know, when a fighter can't figure you out, that tires him out mentally, which eventually tires him out physically. And I think that all Valdes has to do is really just box, box, box. I don't think he has to be super aggressive, but just outsmart him, make him look stupid, make him look dumb, and that'll drain all his energy. And then the knockout will come.
Yeah, like right there, make him miss with those looping punches. Make him miss, then make him pay. Like you said, that mental game is a big part of this.
Oh my gosh.
He just hit 4 in a row, 5 in a row. And he's starting to find his mark now. Brandon Valdes, the slick punching man from Barranquilla, Colombia.
Let me remind you guys my statement at the beginning of this fight. Poom is a tough guy. And he just took those hard shots and then charged at Valdes right now.
So right now, the hand has probably taken a bigger beating on the part of Valdes than Jose Eduardo Poom. And you love these guys. I mean, no technique whatsoever on the part of Jose Eduardo Poom, just tough as nails. And that's one of the things I have the utmost respect. Anybody willing to step inside those ropes that launch that leather. And again, you're watching Valdes, and I think he's making the mistake. He should just keep working behind that jab. There. When he stays up and works behind that jab, he's much more effective.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like Valdes isn't going to knock him out by being, you know, the heavy hitter and so on and so. It's like he won't knock him out by the way most people get knocked out. That's crazy. But to Poom's credit, though, he's very tough.
Well, Chris warned us about Poom's. He's got a chin like Mount Rushmore. And you see Valdes trying to work with that jab as the final seconds of round number 3 of a scheduled 6-rounder. These are super featherweights. Brandon Valdes, Jose Eduardo Poom.
This is a good fight for Valdes. I mean, you got a guy that's rough and rugged and is coming, and he's getting the rounds, and he can learn, you know. So ultimately, this is a great fight for him.
And especially when it's an unorthodox style that Poom brings to it. So he's going to have to go ahead and try to solve that and find the effective way to go ahead and fight him. And there you see the ring card girls showing it is round number 4 coming up. And of course, without the ring card girls, we wouldn't know what round it was. So they do serve a purpose.
Absolutely, Benny. You are correct, sir.
And you know, it's a great fight when the fighter, here we get a little replay here. Here's the exchange again between Poom and Valdes. We're not going to have time for that, so here we go. It is round number 4. Jose Cobian signaling the 2 fighters, and now they come to the center of the ring. I think Poom thinks this is the 4th and final round. It is scheduled for 6.
It is scheduled for 6.
It was a small plea for mercy.
A good right hand, and right there, Valdes goes to the body after attacking the head.
Nice combination.
And the knees buckled that time on the part of Poom.
Oh, gosh.
And Valdes goes down, but it was from more of a wrestling type of a move by Jose Eduardo Poom in the black trunks. And you know, Valdes has a good jab. It's a good sharp jab, and he snaps it.
Mm-hmm. It's very clean.
Best jab I ever saw. Larry Holmes. Larry used to tell me, he's got to throw it out there, you got to throw it out there, you got to throw it out there. A good right hand right there by Jose Eduardo Poom.
Good left hook too by Poom as well, but comes back Valdes with a nice right hand.
Right on his ear hole. Brandon Valdes finding that ear hole of Poom. You see a guy like Valdes, I mean, superbly conditioned fighter. You look at that body, it's chiseled. He's always ready. And at this point, he is 11-0, so he's almost at that point where he's going to make that jump to that next level.
Yes, absolutely. And some of the journeymen that he will fight in this next coming season of his career will be similar to a Poom. I mean, obviously a little more polished, but very tough. You know, may not have the technical skills that he has, but they'll be tough and they'll be coming for rounds, and he'll have to weather those storms as well. So another reason why I feel like this is a good fight for him right now.
And Valdes trying to load up. And right there, Poom complaining to referee Jose Cobian.
Wow. Oh,
and he's out. He's out. He's out.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Poom looks like he is out. I don't know what is keeping him up.
Wow, maybe that hitting the back of the head threw his equilibrium off.
I think he was hit on the ear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because all of a sudden that ear buckled. Jose Cobian, who's usually very alert. No, that's it. Jose Cobian.
That was a good call.
He is one of the best.
That was a good call.
Yeah, I think he was hurt.
That was an excellent call by the ref.
Yeah. And again, always better to stop it early than too late.
Yeah.
Jose Cobian very alertly, really looking into the eyes of the fighter.
Yeah.
And deciding that that was it.
That was an excellent call by the ref. I think that.
So Brandon Valdes now goes to 12-0 as he gets a knockdown in the 4th round. So an excellent job done right there by Brandon Valdes from Barranquilla, Colombia.
I'd like to add, Benny, he still hasn't fought anybody with a winning record, has Brandon Valdes. And I think he has the skills to go ahead and step up the competition.
And Kevin, here's some of the action here in the 4th and final round. Let's see if we find that shot. See, by then I thought he was already out on his feet.
Yeah, I think he was. The shot.
Yeah, we missed.
That was the shot to the ear.
Yeah, we missed the shot that did it.
Yeah, that wasn't the shot that did it. He was already stumbling by then. But a lot of credit to Poom. I mean, he stuck in there, 4 rounds, and he was tough. He was outclassed. You know, didn't have as much skill as Valdes, but he still did a great job for what he had to offer.
He was getting hit with very hard shots from Brandon Valdes.
Brandon Valdes, who now prepares himself for that opportunity to go to the next level as he continues with his
Damas y
unbeaten
caballeros,
record.
este
Here's
combate
Pablo
concluye con un
Flores.
tiempo de 2 minutos 39 segundos en el cuarto asalto. We have the official time of 2 minutes 39 seconds in round number 4. Declaring your winner by the way of TKO victory. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. ¡Qué berraca pelea! Barranquilla, Colombia. Brandon